All right, game 2 here. Coaches meeting just concluded. Baker Hornets at the Mary G. Montgomery Vikings. Leading off for the Baker Hornets in game 2 is number 18, playing center field, Connor Cunningham. The second hitter is number 8, Caden Horton at shortstop. In the 3 holes, number 20, J.R. Golden, playing first base. The cleanup hitter tonight, number 24, Shamar Shears, playing third base. Batting fifth, and your catcher today, number 3, Daniel Smith. The DH tonight, number 16, Isaac Rogers. He's DHing for the pitcher, who's number 7, Nick Coven. Batting 7th, playing second base, number 11, Dylan Couture. Batting 8th, the right fielder, number 12, Ethan Wheat. And batting number 9, the left fielder, number 26, Connor Trammell. We will be back here when we're ready to start. I just did that whole half inning on mute. It's probably a good thing you guys didn't listen to me. I was complaining about the umpires the whole time. Cunningham got on with a reached on there, went to second base on the same error. Caden Horton um, struck out swinging. J.R. Golden got on a infield single. Shamar Shunston took a walk. Um, Daniel Smith was at the plate and should have walked, but the umpire overruled that the ball that hit off the catcher's mask was a foul ball, even though he didn't swing at it and it wasn't close to the bat. And then Smith ultimately struck out looking, and then Rogers went down on 4 pitches. So apologize about that. I'll make sure I'm watching my mutes there. I wish I knew I was on mute. I would have maybe used some choice words to the officiating crew that is obviously not very good. The guy behind the plate, Horton, had a ball that hit down the third base line, hit the guy in fair territory in the glove, rolled foul, and the umpire called it a foul ball. Otherwise, he wouldn't have struck out in that inning as well. So I'm a little disgusted at the last game and this one with officiating, and I apologize to Baker Hornets baseball for my feeling that way. But you can watch it; it's on tape. So I'll mute until we get ready to. All right, that brings up number 7, Coy Alford, the center fielder here, leading off. Nick Hovitt's on the mound. Catching is Daniel Smith. First base is J.R. Golden. Second base is Dylan Couture. At shortstop, you've got Caden Horton. At third base, you've got Shamar Shears. In left field, it's Connor Tramble. Center field, it's Connor Cunningham. In right field is Ethan Wheat. First pitch by Nick Hovind is ruled a ball. The 1-0 delivery by Hovind. Outside, ball 2. Two-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hovind working from a stretch. Gets a sign from Smith, who sets up a little bit outside. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hovind, the southpaw, has now evened up the count here. 2 swinging strikes. 2-2. Smith sets up a little bit outside. High inside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three and 2. Ball hit into left field. That is over the head of Connor Trammell. Alford stands up into second base for a 3-2 double to straightaway left field. Coming to plate now. Little lefty on lefty action. Tools pretty close to the plate there for a lefty facing lefty. Smith sets up outside. First pitch from Hovind. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Hovind's going to need to check his runners at second base to make sure to keep them honest here. Alford gets a lead, decent lead. Hovind comes to the plate. Ball fouled off over the home stands on the left side of the field. 0-2 is the count here, lefty on lefty. That brings Sewell closer to the plate and up in the box a little bit. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Smith smothers. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Hogan checks the runner once, comes to the plate. Ball outside. Two balls, 2 strikes. Woo! Strike 7 days a week, but a little bit more home cooking there by the home plate umpire. Ball 3. If he wouldn't flinch, he might call more strikes. That one was ball 4. That steps up number 3, Connor England, the DH, batting for pitcher Booth. England is a right-handed hitter. Steps back in there. No outs for the man on first and second. Stand-up double and a walk. One ball, no strikes. Two oh. There's a foul off pitch for strike 1. Umpire would like to have called that a ball, but the kid fouled it off, so he can't legally. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Great pitch by Nick Hoven. Two balls, 2 strikes. Hoven comes set, checks the runner at second base, comes to the plate. Ball gets away from Daniel a little bit outside. Ball 3. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There are not any outs. I wouldn't really expect him to go. Ball 4. Can't get that strike when the umpire's ditching it. Gonna have to have my on-deck announcer step up because I'm about to get tossed from this game, I think. Full bags. Called strike. I'm not really, but I can feel my blood pressure percolating here with the officiating behind home plate. 0-1. 1 strike. There's a 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. That was a strike. He did not call it a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Didn't know this is a learning center for umpires. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouled it off. Still 2 strikes. Well, let him do something right. He could have picked that one up. Two balls, two strikes. One ball, two strikes. I'm sorry. The board is wrong still. There's a ball hit high in foul territory. No one's going to be able to get to it. Still 1-2 on the count. One ball, two strikes. One-two pitch is hit into left, and it's got the left fielder burnt again. He now picks it up. Two runs are going to score. The third one's coming home. No play. Stand up, bases clearing double for Chapman. We'll plate three here in the bottom of the first inning. That's going to bring up number 15, the catcher, Tillman. First name Jackson, last name Tillman, the catcher. No outs. No outs. Man on second base. Called strike. I don't know. It's hard to call a consistent zone when you flinch behind the plate. So it's 0-1 here. There's a foul off over the first base dugout. Two strikes. No balls and two strikes here for Hogan. In the dirt, ball low, and Hogan's not checking the run and allowed Chapman to steal third. Smith didn't have a chance at it. Of course, the ball was in the dirt. He had to dig it out first to throw it, but made a good throw to third, just not in time. 1-2 is the count. Hogan comes set. Called strike three. There's the first out of the inning. Stepping to the plate now is number 13, Dane Saucier. He called him Saucier in the box, but swing and a miss, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground, the shortstop. KK stays back on it. Fields it cleanly, bounces it to first. He can't bring it up. It's going to be a infield single, it looks like. Wait, well, how? It bounced right back. I don't understand why we get a bag on that, but I'm not sure why that is, but he got a base. It came right back in. So it goes automatically to second base. I guess the poles are in play, so there's a foul tip. Second pitch is called strike 0-2. We got Saucier pop up out of foul there. Saucier hit that ball on the overthrow, bounced over the first baseman and hit the pole, which apparently is out of play, so it allows for a overthrow base there, so he gets second base on the error by the shortstop. So 0-2 is the count here to Odom. Ball's hit. It is foul, needed to be killed here. And the on deck batter kills it. Johnson. Odom is the number 7 hitter. No balls, 2 strikes. There's 1 out with a man on second base. Hoven checks the runner once and comes to the plate. Ball's hit in the air towards right field. Couture catches it for the second out. And Saucier gets back to second base. Soser gets back to second base. That'll bring up the number 8 hole hitter, the right fielder, number 26, Luke Johnson. Lefty. First pitch called strike. Umpire did not flinch on that one. The 0-1 ball outside and low to the lefty. The 1-1 delivery from Hoven. High. Two balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 in the dirt. Block. Runner going to third. I thought we had him out on that, but I guess not. Good throw by the catcher. Three and one now. Ball 4. Going to bring up number 9, the third baseman, Chase. Carson Chase, who got the win in the first game on the mound. First and third situation, there are 2 outs. Hoven comes set. First pitch is low, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch here. Hoven comes set, ready to deliver. That's a strike. One and one is the count here. All in. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Ball outside and high for ball 3. Three-one pitch. Ball's hit on the ground. Shabar bobbles it. He doesn't have enough accuracy on the throw to get him out after the bobble. E5, first and second. That brings the fifth run across the plate. And that brings us back to the top of the lineup. Corey, I think, offered is what they said, or Colby offered. Coy, just Coy. Swing and a miss, strike one. Offered is 1-for-1 today. With a double in his first plate appearance of this inning. Ball. I was going to say ball outside, but it's a strike outside because the umpire called it so. 0-2 for offered here. Hovind gets his signal and comes set and delivers to 0-2. High pitch fouled out over the first base dugout. Out of play. No balls. 2 strikes. Oh, 2 still. Fouled off again. Out of play over the first base dugout. The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the inning. We close out the first. Vikings take a 5-0 lead. Bright spot for the Hornets in the top of the 6th inning. Hornets are leading 6-3 over the Spanish Toros. So that's a bright spot for varsity there in their only game today, up 6-3. We'll take a little break here while we're swapping sides. All right, moving into the top of the 2nd inning. Leading off for your Baker Hornets, number 11, Dylan Couture. Booth still on the mound. Ball high. Swing and a miss, strike 1. One ball and 2 strikes on the low outside fastball. Breaking ball, strike 3. He's going to bring up number 12, Ethan Wheat. Wheat's in right field tonight. Batting in the 8th spot. On deck, number 26, Connor Trammell. Booth comes set. Wheat hits the ball on the ground. It's a slow roller. Third baseman is able to field it and makes a throw to first base for the second out of the top half of the second inning. As I mentioned just before that pitch, up to bat now is number 26, Connor Trammell, the left fielder. First pitch called strikes. Second pitch called strike. Third pitch, swing and a miss, strike three to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Vikings. Moving into the bottom of the second inning, be Sewell, England, Chapman, and Hovind still on a mound. All right. Like I said, coming in the bottom of the second inning, number 13, Cade Sewell, the left fielder. The first pitch there to Sewell's called strike. The 0-1 pitch is hit into center field. Center field is coming in, and Cunningham does not snag it. It gets away from him, hits off his knee, and rolls towards left, which allows Sewell to get to second base. Stepping to the plate now is England. England is 0 for got a base on balls in his first plate appearance. Ball's hit up, out of play, right behind home plate. Hits the pole on the way down. Hits the light pole on the way back down. One strike. Yeah, he called it a ball. One ball, one strike. Line drive to third base, but he can't handle the heat. Third baseman's coming home, or the runner's coming home from second base. Line drive right to Shamar. Kind of moved on. He didn't catch it. He's nursing a little bit of a wrist injury, I think. It was hit really hard. Got him in his bare hand, it looks like. The batter was kept at first base. First pitch is ball. 6-0 now, Vikings. Two balls, no strikes. Hit the bare hand. Swing and a miss on the 2-0. I think he got his bare hand in the way of the ball. 2-1 is the count. In the dirt on the wild pitch. Smith gets a piece of it, but can't keep it in front. Three balls, one strike. To Chapman, who hit a double in the first inning, scoring 2 runs. Actually, I think it was a bases clearing double is what it was. 3 runs scored. Called ball 4. Step into the plate now. Number 15, Jackson Tillman struck out in his first at bat. We got bases, man on first and second. And ball high. One ball, no strikes. In the dirt, good block. 2-0 is the count here. Ball hit into left field. Trammell comes up and throws to the plate. Shamar Shears cuts it off. Bases are now loaded. Come to plate now. Number 13, Daniel Sosa. Ball hit to the first baseman. Golden fields it on the slow roller. Gets the out at first. 1 out. Man on second and third. The 7th run has crossed the plate for the Vikings. Going to bring to the plate number, I missed the number. I think it's number 3, Odom, the second baseman. Odom is up. Hogan, first pitch, high and away. It's number 25, Odom. Hogan comes set and delivers the 1-0 pitch. It's in the dirt and gets by the catcher. And Chapman scores easily there from third. Runners advance to third now, so just a man on third. The 8th run is now across the plate. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out, man on third. Hogan comes set. Swing and a miss on strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. All in the dirt, ball 4. First and third now with 1 out. Number 26 is coming to the plate, the right fielder, Johnson. Ball is high. One ball, no strikes. Ball outside. Two zero is outside. Ball 3. Bases are loaded. No, first and third. I'm sorry, first and third. Three zero. Called strike. Three and 1. Ball high. Through 1 1/3 inning, Hogan's thrown 74 pitches, 39 for strikes, and looks like we are going to make a change. Coming out is Hogan, and coming in is Jesus Santiago. And I will pause us until we get ready to play again. All right, back on the mound here, Jesus Santiago. Let's swap out mid-inning. First Looks like it called a strike here on 1-1 with the count. One ball, one strike. Swing and a miss, strike two. One ball, two strikes. Bases are juiced here. Santiago brought in a pressure cooker. Here's a nice pitch. Ball outside. Two balls, two strikes. This tail of the game for us today. Like I said, Hovind one and 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed. Nice pitch, curveball, strike three for Santiago. First batter up, first batter down. Hovind threw 74 pitches, 40 of them were strikes. Gave up 3 hits, gave up 8 runs, only 3 of them were earned. Freebies was the name of the game. 6 walks, only 2 strikeouts. So 2 outs now here in the bottom of the second. Santiago comes set and called strike one. 17 is up to bat, and I think he is hitting for Chase, I believe. Second pitch fouled off, strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Santiago comes set, takes the runner at third, delivers to 0-2 in the dirt. Great block by Smith. And for ball one there. One ball, 2 strikes. There's 2 outs. Bases are juiced here. The 1-2. Curveball, pulled foul. Nothing but a long strike. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That breaking ball came in and 17 turned on it, drove it foul. Santiago comes set and delivers the payoff right down the middle of the plate. Strike 3 ending the inning. 2 batters faced, 2 strikeouts for Santiago. Coming to the plate for Baker should be the top of the order: Cunningham, Horton, and Golden. We'll be back after these messages. Sorry, been talking to the mute button. Cunningham is up the bat, and it's a 2-1 pitch popped up in foul territory. First baseman comes in and is able to snag it. First pitch called strike. Second pitch is a swing and a miss. 0-2 fouled off over the first base dugout. Oh, 2 driven into left field. Shortstop's able to pluck it out of the air. Great play by Short there. First two up, first two down there. Pop up down the first base line. Just a piss rod smoke rope to shortstop there. Horton just needed about another foot height. That brings up number 20, the first baseman, J.R. Golden, batting 3 in this game. Umpire's been flinching all night. Second pitch is ball 2. 2-0 pitch, high, ball 3. 3-0 here to the 3-hole hitter Golden. Booth comes back to the plate, ball 4. Three times today. That's going to bring up to bat number 24, Shamar Shears, the third baseman. Shears' first at bat was a base on ball, or first plate appearance was a base on ball, so he has no official AB at this moment. Golden at first base, there's 2 outs. Shears swings and misses to the Booth offer. 0-1 is the count. Booth's checking out Golden at first. I don't think he's got anything to worry about, but second pitch outside called strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Booth comes set. Throws a breaking ball there that Shears fouls off, spoils towards the first base side for a foul ball. The 0-2 delivery, outside and low, ball 1. Booth trying to overpower this JV team. Booth stepping down from varsity to play in this game to get some reps is what we've been told. Swing and a miss to Shears, strike 3, ends the inning. After 2, the Vikings are up 8-0. After 2.5, the Vikings are up 8-0, and Santiago's coming back on the mound to start the bottom of the third inning. Due up for the Vikings should be Sewell and England and Chapman. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, a little varsity update. Baker Hornets are in Spanish Fort tonight, and they are currently in the top of the seventh inning, leading the Toros 10-3, up 7 runs here in the top of the seventh. So, all right, Santiago digs in on the rubber, comes set, working from the stretcher in the bottom of third. First pitch piped in there for strike one. Best pitch in baseball, strike one. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Moves in on the plate here with 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, drop third strike. 2-3 put out. Golden had to come off the bag, got it, but was able to get back to the bag before the runner could get there. Connor England stepping to the plate. In the 3-hole spot, he's 0 for 1 tonight with the base on balls. And Santiago comes first pitch strike. Oh, and 2 for Jesus Santiago. He's seen 3 batters and struck all 3 out. Poised to get the 4th one here. Breaking ball inside. Even though my guy threw the out, it still didn't trick the umpire this time. I thought it would get him. 1-2 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Santiago comes fast. The right fielder comes in, snags it out of the air. Caught it, didn't he? I sure did. I thought, man, I could have swore he caught that ball. All right, I stand corrected. It one hopped into the right fielder there, so we do have a hit here on that batter. Santiago delivers a little low. Little low. One 0 pitch is called strike. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Santiago on the 1-1 offer. Ball hit foul down the left field line. McLaughlin comes out of the dugout and fields it cleanly. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball in the dirt. Doesn't get Chapman to bite. But really good pitch by Santiago, who has been maybe having his best outing of the year so far. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man on first with 1 out. A little 6-4-3 action would be nice here. Santiago on the pitch. Ball popped up in the air. You got it, Daniel. I just talked to him about that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pop-up falls in. Wind pushes it back away from the catcher. Doesn't give him a chance to get it. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ball low. Gonna make it full here. Chapman's currently 2 for 2. He's got a double and a single. Drove in 3 runs. so far. 3-2 pitch from Santiago. Called strike 3. Two outs. All right. Let's bring it up. Tillman, 15, the catcher. Leaves the runner at first base now, 2 outs. Santiago throws it in. Ball goes right through the 6 hole into left field. Shortstop's playing a little bit too up the middle, I believe. KK needs to kind of slide back to the 6 hole a little more. Got a righty batter. It should be second base holding him on, and he should be on in his spot. But first pitch is inside for ball 1. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Be nice to get out of the inning with no runs allowed here. Jesus has been dealing. Ball in and low. Ball in the dirt. Smith knocks it down. The 3-1 is a single to left field. Trammell comes up and throws the ball in. Shears cuts it off. It does allow a run to score. Jesus lanza bien la pelota. First pitch called strike. The 0-1 fouled off. 0-2 now. And like I said, Jesus lanzar bien la pelota. The 0-2 becomes a 1-2. 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Jesus in fuego. That's out number 3. Moving into the top of the 4th inning. Should bring up Smith, Rogers, and Couture. We'll be right back after this message. All right, we're coming into the bottom of the fourth inning here, or top of the fourth inning here. It looks like Coach Williams is getting an at bat for Casey Bartle here in the place of Daniel Smith. So I'm sure Bartle will bat and Smith will go back in behind the plate. It's 8:19 here in Sims, Alabama, home of the Mary G. Montgomery Vikings. Very nice ballpark. I will say that. MGM has a very nice ballpark. Great, great ballpark. Good atmosphere here. Casey Bartle digs in. Booth doesn't like that the umpire's not behind the plate, so he steps off. The pitch by Booth. Ball low. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. The 1-1 swing and a miss for 1-2 now. 1-2. Bounced. Umpire flinched. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball inside for strike 3. Coming to plate now is number 16, Isaac Rogers, the DH tonight. Ball high and inside. Is that that helicopter firing up? Just a little bit high and inside to Isaac Rogers there with the first pitch. It's 1-0. Booth starts his windup. Called strike outside. One ball, 1 strike. Ball high. Rock the camera a little bit, but we're back on still. Rogers fouls off the 2-1. Brings count even 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Rogers. Curved ball in the dirt, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Whew. Called strike 3 for out number 2. That brings up number 11, Dylan Couture. Ball high. One 0 swing on and a miss. See the helicopter leaving there sideways. Kind of scary. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Couture digs back in. Helicopter noise is gone. Booth delivers. Breaking ball. And contrary to the second baseman's he's gone, that was ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Called strike 3, low and outside. That will end the top half of the 4th inning. And we'll be right back after this message. All right. Luke Johnson is leading off for MGM. He is the right fielder. He has no plate appearances and 2 base on balls. Jesus deals him a ball low through the wickets. Oh, it's all right. Umpire taking the stroll to pick up the ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Second pitch is hit on the ground. The second baseman fielded cleanly and thrown to first base for out number 1. Dylan Couture, nice clean 4-3 put out. Ethan something or other is batting now in this 9-hole lefty. First pitch from Santiago, called strike. The 0-1 delivery from Jesus, ball low. Santiago has been dealing tonight 36 pitches, 37 pitches, 25 of them with strikes. He struck out five batters already in just 2 innings pitched. Just got word the Baker varsity Hornets won 10-3 over the Toros in east of the Bay in Spanish Fort, Alabama. Way to go, Baker Hornets varsity. 2-1 is the count here for Santiago. I'm sorry. 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Ball 4. Lane Patterson stepping up to bat here. I believe he's hitting in the 1 spot now. Called strike. Great slap tag at first base. The 0-1. Ball low. One ball, one strike. One ball, two strikes, one out. The 1-2 pitch from Santiago. Piped it in there for strike three. The second out of the inning. Man left at first base. Brings up the two-hole hitter, number 13, Cade Sewell, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Also has a base on ball, one strikeout, one ground out, and a base on balls on 3 plate appearances. First pitch is low. Ball one. He stopped flinching, it might help some. One ball, no strikes. Jesus delivers wild outside. Ball two. Two zero in the dirt. Smith can't keep it in front of him, and that'll allow Johnson to get to second base. Three balls, no strikes. Runner did advance to second base on that wild pitch. Called strike. Cleaned off the plate and found the zone. 3-1. 3-2 on a foul tip. Full count here. Santiago gets his sign and comes set, checks the runner, not a good lead at second, and delivers swing in the dirt, miss, gets by Smith, who doesn't have a play, so it'll be a drop third strike. Base runner gets on, and the runner at second will advance to third. First and third situation. Santiago has been on fire here today until this inning. He's been kind of wild and erratic as he's been most of the year, but still his best outing. First pitch strike, best pitch in baseball. No balls, one strike. 2 outs, first and third. Ball hit the second base and over Couture's head. That'll score the 10th run. We're going back to first and third here as the guy on first base advanced to third, Sewell, and the hitter there was England. Chapman's coming up to the plate now. Chapman is 2 for 3 with a base on. 1 for 2. Drove in 3 runs on a double. Has struck out once and walked once, and grounded out or lined out once. First and third, scores 10-0. Chapman hits a chopper off of Shamar's glove at third, and that'll score 1 run and put runners at first and second. That would be a hard hit ball for a single. Not an easy play to try to field the ball directly above your head. So Jackson Tillman is coming to the plate. He's 2 for 3 tonight with a strikeout. Ball's high. Smith barely got a glove on it, as high as it was, and gets to the backstop and allows the runners to go to second and third. It's 11-0 now, Vikings. Ball hit off the end cap to Caden Horton. He fields it. It's in the dirt. Golden picks it for out number 3. Good play by Golden at first base and Horton at short. 11 runs across the plate. Santiago has struck out 7 in 2/3 innings. Coming to the plate now should be Wheat, Trammell, and Cunningham if the coach doesn't make any last-minute at-bat changes. Moving into the top of the 5th, Hornets got a lot to do to get back in it, down 11. All right. Backs are against the wall. Hornets are coming to the plate in the top of the 5th inning and got some work to do to keep the game alive. First pitch is low and outside, called strike 1. I think the umpire is cold himself and is looking to get this over with. Same height as the first pitch, but over the plate, and that's a ball. Called ball. 1-1 is the count. Now that was a strike outside. Ethan Wheat is batting here, number 12. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Wheat. Wheat is 0 for 1 right now. Two pitch. Curveball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's going to bring up number 26, Connor Trammell. Connor's 0 for 1 so far with a strikeout. Still have Booth pitching, getting his work in here. First pitch is low, ball 1. Booth, the only pitcher of record, has thrown 4 innings, 72 pitches, 41 for strikes. He struck out 9 while walking 2. Second pitch called strike 1-1. Connor. All right, high pitch, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Neither. The 2-1 called strike. 2-2 is now the count. Apologize if you're popping. I'm trying to swat this big insect. 2-2. Outside, ball 3. Whoa, called strike 3. Okay. Oh, he swung? I missed the swing, I guess. All right. I couldn't see it. It was in front of the umpire. Yeah. That's the 10th strikeout for Booth. Brings the top of the order, Connor Cunningham, up with 2 outs. Curveball, strike 1. Pretty nasty to see. Got some decent velocity. Slider is really what it was. The 0-1, another slider, almost hit Cunningham. 1-1. That'd have been a good one to turn in and just take on the butt. 1-1's the count. Ball hit off the 5th in the air. Second baseman's can't, and that'll do the game. So after 5.5 innings there, or 4.5 innings, top of the 5th inning ends with 3 up, 3 down. Baker Hornets fall to the Mary Montgomery Vikings 11-0. Stat lines: no runs, 2 hits, 6 errors for the Baker Hornets. Mary Montgomery had 10 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. That will end it today here in Sims, Alabama, and we'll see you Saturday at Saraland at 10 a.m. at Saraland. So good day. Drive safe.